Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at the new McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity. I have a little unique spin to it that I haven't seen yet. So if you're interested in seeing 3 different looks using 3 different palettes, as well as swatches and thoughts, then just keep watching. So I haven't even taken it out of the box. I just got this yesterday. I was so excited, but I had to film Dior, so workflow priorities. But I wanted to crack into this. It's beautiful. I will be honest, I was not going to purchase it, and I didn't purchase it directly from McGrath website when it launched. I wanted to wait a little bit. I just was kind of over all of these shimmers and glitters and silly me, you're right. I'm obsessed with McGrath's formula. I've been obsessed with her since I found her just a couple months ago. And anything that she does, I kind of love. So I have said that recently I like the smaller palettes better. I feel like because of my indecisiveness that those make me feel a little bit more comfortable, and I feel like I get a little more inspired to create different looks. And when I saw an 18 pan palette, I was a little overwhelmed and I thought, nah, I'm good. I don't really need a mostly shimmers palette. But then my friends posted some videos, made it look all crazy and beautiful. And so once I looked at it and broke it down by 3 different palettes, 3 6-pan palettes, I feel like it became a little bit easier for me to digest just visually, and I could see them for what they were. And so my unique spin to this video is to break down this 18-pan palette into 3 different palettes and then create looks that are simple, looks that are attainable, and then share my thoughts on whether or not you need this, and just talk about the formula. We will also be doing some swatches because, as you all know, not only are McGrath shadows beautiful on the lid, they perform perfectly, but they really do swatch exceptionally well also. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we get started though, make sure to give me a like if you like what you see. Make sure and subscribe if you're into luxury beauty, but really all things makeup, skincare. We're a community of women and men that just uplift each other, love each other, that really just want to come and just talk about makeup, because reality is that most of us don't have those people in our lives that actually want to talk about makeup all day. So go follow me on Twitter and Instagram. That's where I can connect more directly with all of you. Love to have you guys over there. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I haven't even taken it out of the box, so let's go ahead and do that. It is the cardboard packaging that we saw with the Mothership Decadence palette, the Rose Decadence I should say, but the artwork is just gorgeous, you guys. Look at it. It's so pretty. And although it is cardboard, it is definitely very, very sturdy cardboard, much like Sydney Grace. So let's go ahead and open it. And when you open it, it does have these little strings that help prop the mirror open. You get a very nice full-size mirror, and there are the shadows. Those are absolutely stunning. The shelf life on this is 12 months. We do get smaller pans, but this palette retails for $78, which in the world of McGrath is very, very inexpensive. With the shelf life of 12 months, I always like to keep my shadows in a very dry, cool area so that there's no moisture getting in. So I'm not too concerned about that. And then I'm also not concerned about the small pans because really, we would need hundreds of eyelids to go through all of this eyeshadow on top of all of the Dior and everything else that we do. So the smaller pans don't bother me. Now, in my intro, I said we're gonna do 3 different looks with 3 different palettes. And what I meant by that is that I thought that in order for us to not be as overwhelmed by all of the shades we see, that we would break it down into the 3 6-pan palettes here. As you all know, we have Dark Galaxy, and we also have Rise of the Skywalker here. And so I thought, you know what, let's do a look with each 6-pan as well as with the new 6 shades, so that if you do have these 2 6-pan Star Wars palettes already. Once you see the middle row and the looks that we can create, maybe you decide that you don't need this palette, or maybe you decide that you absolutely love it and want to have it. So that's what I thought I would do today. Let's go ahead and start by swatching. I can tell you already that I'm trying to keep it open on my desk, and it's not really staying open, so I will go ahead and also swatch by palette. So I'll swatch this one, then I'll swatch these two in the middle, which are the new shades, and then I'll swatch the last one, which is Rise of the Skywalker, so that you can get an idea of what you're looking at.
Stress is all around us, these high ceilings, and I need it, baby. Pressure and make diamonds, I won't steal it, baby. Silent, baby. Hurts to see you crying, I know you trying, ain't no lying, baby. When I say I need you, greedy if I have to share you. It was me that all along did you wrong, thinking that I made you beautiful and strong. This toxicity, the death of me, I fear the day you gone. The most beautiful girl I've ever known. I'll find a way to treat you better. I swear there's no one out there like you. You teach me to be better. My talk is cheap, keep asking what I do. I'll fly you to the moon and hope I'll see you soon. I found a way to treat you better. No problem, I'll do whatever. Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse.
Okay guys, so those swatches were absolutely incredible. I honestly didn't expect anything less. We all know Mama Pat knows her stuff. Her shadows swatch beautifully, perform perfectly, and they're just exceptional colors. I mean, on the last one for the Rise of the Skywalker, that purple one, I mean, it looks purple, pink, but then when you swatch it, it even has an orange shift to it. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. I'm so excited about that one. Now, there's only 3 mattes in the palette, which each of the palettes that are broken down here have a matte. So we have this one for the Dark Galaxy. We have that one that's a new shade. And then we also have this one down here, which is also a new shade. So it has 2 mattes in the new shades. I will tell you that one of the new shades, this brown one here, as I was swatching, felt a little dry, a little chalky to me compared to the other 2 mattes. And so I did want to point that out because, you know, different colors with formulations, it can get a little tricky. Some are easier to develop than others. So I did feel that it was a little chalky. Because of that, I think that I might want to use it. I'm not sure. I mean, it's a brown. I don't normally gravitate towards browns, but we'll try to figure it out to see what the performance is like on that brown matte shade. But other than that, let's just go ahead and get started. I think I'm just gonna go in order here. So we will start with creating a look with the Dark Galaxy palette here, which is the first 2 rows. And then we'll just go from there. Now, I did wanna mention before we get into the looks that 2 of my friends also did really great videos on the Pat McGrath palette, and they did 2 very different things. So I will be linking 2 videos. One is for Beauty and the Frizz. She is very, very experienced with Pat McGrath. She actually owns every single palette and quad that Pat McGrath has released, and 6-pan palettes, I mean all of it. So she's very well versed on Pat McGrath, the formulas, and where there are repeating shades. She also did a great comparison to 2 other palettes by 2 other companies, which I thought was very, very interesting. And then also I will be linking my friend Steffi Glam's video because she just released it today or yesterday, depending on when you're watching this. What she did is she did lid swatches. So she swatched each individual shade on the lids, which was a lot of work, but it gives you a good indication of what it could look like on you because swatches aren't everything. Even though Pat McGrath shadows do swatch beautifully, sometimes they will look a little different on the lid. So I thought that her video was very thorough, really good. It was just a bunch of actual lid swatches. So I really loved that. So without further ado, let's get started.
Teach me to be better. My talk is cheap, keep asking what I do. mama know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for her. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. La, 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 la. Da, 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 da. La, 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 let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for her. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. Miss that smile, Lord knows I ain't seen that in a while, but it's your style, so something must be up keeping you down. You a queen that must be.
So there we go, guys. This is the looks that we created using the first of the 6 pans, which is the Dark Galaxy. I really, really love this. It just shows like the color payoff you get. It shows like how you can create a dark look or something a little more summery or colorful. I mean, even for fall, I think that red is perfect. It reminds me sort of the red that you get in the Brown Seduction, but this one has more of a red pop, so I love it. And then when you mix it with the orange, it just looks gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it. So I guess we're creating 2 looks for each of the little 6-pan palettes. So let's go ahead and go into all 6 new shades, which are the 2 rows down the middle. And go into these 2 center rows, which are all the new shades that are included in this Celestial Divinity palette. And because of my reservations with that dark brown matte color, I'm just gonna jump into it and I'm gonna work with it. I have some primer set down on my lids like I did on the first 2 looks. And I just wanna see how it performs on its own first, and then I'll go in with like a shimmer of some sort. So let's just play with that. I think I'm gonna leave my audio on just because I wanna be able to react to it so that you guys can see how it's applying and what's happening there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Sonia G mini booster, and I'm going to just start here at the end. I like to just pat the color in and then I start blending. Okay, so it's definitely blending beautifully, just as I've come to expect from any Pat McGrath shadow. It just felt different to me, so I had to try it. I wanted to make sure that I could give you guys my honest opinion on it. But it's definitely, I mean, you guys saw how easy that was. It's blended beautifully, no problems. Okay, I needed to make sure, okay? So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and go in with this gold here that's right next to it. And again, I'm gonna go in with my fingers. I just find it so easy, and since we're going from look to look, I don't want a ton of fallout, but to be honest, there really isn't too much fallout. And I'm going over most of the lid, like the first 2/3 of the lid, I went in with the gold, so that is absolutely beautiful. And then I think just for good measure, we are going to go ahead and go in with this green, because like, duh, right? Duh, we have to. And again, just with my finger, I'm going to just pat it in like the center lid. I don't want to go over everything with the green. so pretty. I'm gonna go back into my mini booster just so that I can blend the brown and the green together. And then for a pop of color, I'm going to use this beautiful, beautiful pink here. That one there, it almost looks like a fuchsia pink. And I'm going to take it on like just like a Luxie flat brush, little pencil brush, and go into the lower lash line. And that is look number 1, using some of the shades from the new shades with Celestial Divinity. That's gorgeous. I like the pop of fuchsia on the bottom. I think that's super cool. It's different, you know? Next, I'm gonna go ahead and just time lapse through this next look.
Stress is all around us, these high ceilings, and I need it, baby. Pressure it make diamonds, I won't steal it, baby. Silent, baby. Hurts to see you crying, know you trying, ain't no lying, baby. When I say I need you, greedy if I have to share you. It was me that all along did you wrong, thinking that I made you beautiful and strong. This toxicity, the death of me, I fear the day you gone. The most beautiful girl I've ever known. I'll find a way to treat you better. I swear there's no one out there like you. You teach me to be better. My talk is cheap, keep asking what I do. I'll fly you to the moon and hope I'll see you soon. I'll find a way to treat you better. No problem, I'll do whatever. Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems.
This one, I'm digging this one, guys. The pink color here is called Venusian Orchid. Wow, it is just stunning. I love it, love it, love it. And then we have like this scarab looking color. The brown blended out beautifully, so that's good to know. I'm so in love with this Venusian Orchid, this pink color. I mean, all of it, but still, it just looks so beautiful. So much more pigment than I was expecting, and I think it looks perfect. Okay, and for the last ones, which are Rise of the Skywalker, I don't know what I'm thinking. I think I want to do like a pinky orangey look, and then I also want to do purple with like this, or Gold Standard and Violet Void. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go in with this Gold Standard all across the lid. I will be going in with my Refer number 2, my trusty little Refer. You know what, I just thought about it. Let's create a halo eye with both of these looks. We haven't done that, so let's go ahead and do that. I started it off wrong, but that's okay. There's no real rules to makeup. Taking the Gold Standard all down the middle lid, the center of the lid, I should say. I'm going to go in with this one here, which is Electron. I'm also going to use that in my next look, but this is just as a base for the darker purple. I'm going to take my Sigma E25 and just very, very lightly pack some of that color in. Go on both sides and then create that arch to start giving that halo effect. That's pretty already. I'm gonna take my mini booster, and the reason that I use my mini booster so much is I have hooded eyes, so this one's small enough that it gets into the crevices or into the areas of the eye that I want to get into. So now I'm gonna go in with the darker of the purple, which is this one here, and it's Violet Void, and I'm going to start to deepen out the outer V by pressing the color in slowly. That's a beautiful purple, by the way. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna go inside. I didn't grab more product, just what I had left over. And then I'm going to connect the two on the top there. Now I'm going to take the other gold here, this one here, which is galactic gold, and just with my pinky very, very lightly, so that it almost serves as a topper shade, I'm gonna just pop in. I think that looks so beautiful. Hey! We just found another awesome little combination. For the bottom, I think I'm gonna do a halo again. So I'm gonna go in with the purple, and then the yellow just popped right in the middle. So I'm gonna go into the lower lash line and then pop the gold right in the middle. I didn't do the best job on the bottom, but it's okay. Still looks absolutely beautiful. So excited about that. Okay. Now we're gonna go into the last and final look, and like, what the heck, let's just create another halo. So I'll time lapse through this, but yeah, just take you along.
My baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. Miss that smile, Lord knows I ain't seen that in a while, but it's your style. So something must be up keeping you down. You a queen that must be heaven sent. Pray my soul, I must repent for not telling you what I meant and how I felt. Honestly, I'm used to throwing wishes in a well. My conscience tells me that I could have helped without fail. Actions speak louder than words, and that's a lesson that I learned all by myself. Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you.
And there we go, 2 halo eyes. Not done perfectly, but you know what? Perfectly done, in my opinion. Only because I'm not an artist. I just do it for fun. Makeup is therapy, makeup is fun, and I love the looks that I created. I think for these halo eye situations, I want to add lashes and liner, and then I'll come back with my final thoughts. Okay guys, we're back. I put some lashes on, a little bit of eyeliner, and this is the look. And I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, all of the colorful looks that we created today, I'm so excited by the palette. Definitely can tell you that breaking it down by 6 pans each really did help me out, so it didn't overwhelm me. So I'm excited to just kind of mix match and cross over and try other look combinations. Let me put on some lipstick and then let's talk about my final thoughts. You know, because we got to give it up for Mama Pat. We're going to go in with some Pat McGrath lip products. We're going in with the lip liner Suburbia, which is a really pretty pink that released with the Divine Rose 2 collection. Then we are going to go in with Soft Core, which is this really beautiful pink lipstick. In the, I believe that this is the matte trans formula. Really pretty. Love this color. That is one thing that I love about Pat McGrath is they are matte, but they're so creamy. Like now that I'm using it again, I feel like it almost compares to the Hermes formula, which is really nice. Super beautiful. So there we go on that. And then for lip gloss, just to make it a little bit of a pop, is we're gonna go in with one of these mini trios, Opulust Gloss Trio in Dreamscape. And it's a really pretty like orangey shade. I've used a lot more than I thought I had, so I'm proud of myself. But I think it would go really pretty with the pops of gold that we did in both eyes. So let's go ahead and pop some gloss on. Okay, so really pretty. Honestly, like the pink lip, the yellow and pink eye is really giving me like neon, like 1990, 1980 vibes, which I'm here. You know guys, I just realized how crazy my hair looks. I've been working since 5 a.m. So anyway, final thoughts on the palette, the collection that's coming up for sale tomorrow, which I'm so excited about, is I don't even know. I'm like mad at myself. Like, why did I try to resist it? Like Pat McGrath, Mama Pat, like she just knows. She knows what's up. Her quality definitely withstands any little trend or anything out there. The cardboard packaging, like it may put some people off, but to be honest, it's just about what's on the inside that counts. And the artwork on the outside really is gorgeous. So I have absolutely no issues with it. When swatching it, the only one that I had an issue with was again, this brown matte out of the new shades, but that's why I made sure to use it in my second set of looks. I wanted to make sure that it blended out nicely and give you guys my honest opinion on that, which it definitely did. So, is it worth it? If you don't have the first two Star Wars 6-pan palettes and you like the color stories, I definitely think it's worth it. You get smaller pan sizes, but a lot more colors, and for $78, I do think that it's a great deal. We do have the Sephora VIB sale coming, so you can save 20% off of that. So definitely think it's a big deal. The reason that I broke it up, like I said at the beginning of the video, with 6 pans in the Dark Galaxy, the Rise of the Skywalker, and then the 6 new shades, is because I wanted to show you guys that if you do have the first two Star Wars palettes and you didn't necessarily like the looks or the swatches of the colors with the new shades, then maybe hold off and you don't need it. But if you do like the 6 new shades, then I think it's worth it. If you don't have any of the Star Wars palettes like I don't, then I definitely think it's worth it. The quality was definitely not sacrificed, although the packaging looks different. We still have the same amazing Luxe Pat McGrath formula. So I hope that all those crazy looks and just how quickly I put together the video really is helpful for you. Like I said, there's 2 other videos that to me stood out and that I wanted to share with all of you. Number 1 is for Beauty and the Frizz. I think she did an excellent job with the review. She also has a couple of other Pat McGrath palettes where she's, you know, just swatching and showing comparisons and all of that. With this palette specifically though, she has some very valuable information about what other 2 palettes from 2 other brands that were also very popular may be sort of a dupe for this palette. So if you have those, you might not need it. So definitely go and check her out. If you want every single shade that we swatched today swatched on the lid and you want to see what that looks like in action, please check out Steffi Glam's video because she did a really good job with the lid swatches. So again, I hope it was helpful. I hope that you guys like the looks that we created as we just had fun with some makeup. And leave me your thoughts down below. Are you going to pick it up? Are you waiting for VIB? What about the quads and the rest of the collection that's releasing tomorrow? Are you getting any of it? Let me know. You know damn well I'm gonna be on the internet line at 8:59 a.m., honey. Wait, is it 8:59 my time? I hope it's 8:59 my time. Maybe it's 7:59. Anyway, I'll double check because I definitely want those quads and I definitely want to try the highlights. So we'll see. We'll see what I come up with. Anyway, thanks for watching again. If you haven't subscribed, make sure and do that. Please give me a like if you like what you saw. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
You a queen that must be heaven sent. Pray my soul, I must repent for not telling you what I meant and how I felt. Honestly, I'm used to throwing wishes in a well. My conscience tells me that I could have helped.